Hello everybody, it's Steve Katsikaris, Norland Kobakonk Watchdog. You can see I got my pilot's license up here on the camera, or up on the computer right now. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to demonstrate how crooked and stupid the people are at the Oshawa Court House, starting with Justice Stone, saying that they had a legal warrant without the proper documentation. So I'm going to show you why I know how to read legal paperwork, and I also know how to read it at a federal level because of this right here. An arrest warrant and a pilot's license are almost the same when it comes to procedures, meaning you need to fill out the proper information if you're going to do an endorsement, such as an aerobatic rating in the case of if you're dealing with aviation, or an arrest warrant if you want to go arrest someone. What I'm trying to say is all these procedures are all done the exact same way all throughout Canada. All right, so it's just a different type of law. So I'm going to go over what my pilot's license is, what it states, and then get into the bogus arrest warrant, which is absolutely laughable. And now I'm going to trial in May on lies with no evidence and no grounds and no warrant. It's a completely lie. So anyways, that's why I'm going to do this video now, just to show everybody how I know this and demonstrate to you how this works, and how, if you ever get in a situation in a courthouse, how to look for the proper documentation instead of these duty councils and judges and lawyers all colluding together in conspiracy against you. So it's just a good way to protect yourself, and this is Transport Canada that taught me this. So all you cops out there and the people at the courthouse, you hate my guts, go thank these people right here. Yeah, they were a pain in the ass for friggin' 12 years when I worked as a pilot. A real pain in the ass. But I tell you, now, and I'm doing this now in the courthouses in Oshawa, man, did they ever give me Jedi training, and I didn't even know it when it comes to legal paperwork. Didn't even know it. But anyways, I'll go over this license and show you what's going on here and why I know what's going on. So as you can see here, this is just a generic Canadian commercial pilot's license. I got my airline transport license. There it is, says citizen, and you see I have to sign it down at the bottom. There's my name there. Oh, look at that, 44 Butterfield Crescent. When was this license issued? 2008. That was a remake. I've been flying longer than that. But anyways, what the license tells you, it tells you basically that you can go fly an airplane and what you can do. So it got the French on the bottom here, but this is the English. So language proficiency, I'm an English-speaking pilot. All single pilot, non-high performance, single and multi-engine land and sea, so I can fly planes on ground and I can fly them on the lake and airplanes. And I have a group 1 instrument rating. 2, see, there's the effective date. See, my instrument rating is lapsed according to this license, 2010-07. We're now 2018, so I'm a retired pilot now. All right, and these are the currency provisions. So as you can see there, you can tell this is a license. This allows me to fly. It tells me what I'm qualified to do. And it doesn't allow me to go flying just yet. And I'll tell you why. If I go over to another one of my sheets here, you're going to see this. And this is where the endorsement starts to happen here. Now, take a look at this. That's my pilot's medical certificate. And what this does is basically I go to an aviation approved doctor, so I don't just go to any doctor. I have to go to, like, you know, kind of like one of those NASA guys. Do all these weird things and make sure my heart's not going to stop when I'm flying an aircraft. And you can see here this has all been signed off by the Minister of Transportation. All right, so what this document does is that it allows me to exercise my pilot's license when I fly. The medical certificate is not good for life, all right? When you're actively flying as a pilot commercially, if you're under the age of 40, you do your medical exam every year. If you're over the age of 40, you got to do it twice a year. And if you ever get a heart condition or something, boom, they pull this on you right away. And now, this green piece of paper, oh, let's get this back up. This green piece of paper is no longer valid, okay? Even though I have this pilot's license, it says I'm all a great pilot and everything, and I got all my qualifications. Without that medical endorsement, this is just a piece of paper. Exactly the same thing now when it comes to the courthouses. It's the endorsement of the warrant that legalizes it. Now I'm going to show you the conspiracy going on in that Oshawa Courthouse. and show you what they did on the warrant. I went over it briefly last time in my last video, but I was just going to go over it again. And you can take a look here. Alright, so this is the arrest warrant that they claim that they have, even though they had a summons to appear, which is even funnier. But we're going to go over this and show you how much of a joke this is. So just because you see all this here doesn't mean it's legal. Alright, see that number there? That's a police incident number, not a court file number. A court file number in Oshawa starts with TR. It's got to be some letters in there as well. So right away, this is not right. That's a police incident number. So you know who's doing the warrants here. And if you take a look here, there it is again. All right, occurrence number. So, oh yeah, this is, I think this is for the summons to appear number. But anyways, yeah, okay, that's the summons to appear number. That is not our case file number, so it's wrong anyways. So, now, take a look at this. Okay, so, it says right here, the warrant is issued for the arrest of little old me here. 27th, that's the day I'm born. Occupation, unknown. And you can put watchdog if you want. And of the day of, and that's right. So right there, this is a bullshit warrant because this needs to be given to a judge so they fill out these two blanks. So when they're going to do this, since they had a summons to appear, they were going to fill in this paperwork later, but it backfired. So this is for the summons to appear file, which is wrong. It's supposed to be a court file number if you're going to charge somebody, and you didn't have it for that anyways. But anyways, that's wrong. These need to be filled out if the warrant's going to be legal, right there. If this is blank, warrant's done. You've got to say the date and time you're issuing the warrant. All right. Now, I'm just going to back out a bit here and show you some more stuff. All right, so I got that all done there. So this does not legalize anything. This is just the details of the warrant. It's these two things here and the case file number. That's what makes that page illegal already. Now we get to the second part. Yes, we do have a signature. There it is there. But that's not to arrest you. That means someone filled out the warrant and has approved the conditions of the warrant. Kind of like my pilot's license. It says that you can fly a multi-engine airplane. All right? It says the conditions of the warrant, but it doesn't say you can actually exercise it. Remember I talked about my medical? If you get a heart condition, they pull it on you. So that means your license is no longer valid. It's the endorsement, the medical certificate saying that you're healthy that allows you to exercise the pilot's license. So you saw that I had a signature on the pilot's license too by the Minister of Transport. Bingo. But that doesn't say you can fly until you are endorsed medically fit. Then you can put the two together, and that's what you get when you get R.A.M.P checked by Transport Canada. The first thing they ask for is license and medical, followed by everything else. Now, here's the last page, and this is what legalizes everything. And I went over this in my last video. Endorsement of warrant. All right, so this is what legalizes the whole arrest right here, this last page. And I mentioned here, endorsement for warrant. And if you look here, this is an endorsement to release us, not to arrest us. So this is where they play games in there. Yeah. Whereas this warrant is issued in respect of an offense, all right, other than the offense mentioned in section 522 of the Criminal Code, I hereby authorize the release of the accused. All right. So that means if you get arrested, you do your bail condition, and then the judge would sign that. So what it is you see that one side will be arrest, and the other side will be the release. So you got to get arrested first before you get released. That just makes sense, right? And as I mentioned before, here is the side of the warrant that should have been filled out, endorsement of warrant. Not this side, that's after when I get out on bail. Now, endorsement of warrant, Canada, right here. Region, not filled out, so no paperwork there. And here it is here. Persistent to the application to this date to me, I hereby authorize the arrest. Bingo, nothing there. And no dates. So as of right now, there has been no judge's order. There's no dates at all here. So bingo. So that's how they do the fake warrants in the courthouses. So get your paperwork. Never get a lawyer, whatever you do. They're all buddies in there, and they're just wanting you to be silent and not get disclosure. So you ask for what they call Stitchcom 1991. It's called the right for full disclosure. It's a federal court, superior court ruling where they threw an innocent guy in jail because they didn't give the disclosure. And if you don't give a fraction of the case, you can make it look completely different. And remember, courthouses are supposed to be about truth and justice and making sure that's followed properly. Failure to do that, well, that's obstruction of justice or misleading justice, which is a criminal offense. And demonstrating warrants like that, that's falsifying court documents. Right there, 3 criminal offenses that we have concrete evidence that this has been done. All right, so I just want everybody to know why I know how to read paperwork. There's a lot of other stuff I know too that we haven't gone into yet. Pilots' logbooks, weather reports, Canadian flight supplement, IFR approaches. I'm telling you, like, there's so many legal things that I need to know as a pilot, because if I screw up there, people die. That's why we have procedures. That's why we have all our legal paperwork, and we all follow the same thing. Every single pilot, guy and girl out there who flies, has to do the same thing all the time, or there's going to be problems. We're probably the most highly regulated legal industry in Canada. Absolutely. So anyways, I'm putting this up on YouTube just to let everybody know what's going on. And just watch out for your paperwork. And don't trust anybody in the courthouses, starting with Justice Stone. Shame on you, Justice Stone. All right, so I'm Steve Katsikaris, your Northern Copaconk watchdog, watching out for the taxpayer and the environment, and just a little bit of legal advice for you today. All right, take care, everybody, and stay tuned for my next video. So long.